Hey everybody, it's Jared Akers from How to Be Happy, Happiness for the Practical Mind at jaredakers.com, Jared, A-K-E-R-S.com. Actually, I think this is the first video I've done up here since we started a podcast, so make sure, if you haven't listened to our podcast, the How to Be Happy podcast with Jared and Emily Akers, you can find that at jaredakers.com/podcast. But what I wanted to talk about today was, I'm reading this book by Lori over at tinybuddha.com. If you're familiar, you might be, you probably are, or maybe have heard of it. If not, you need to check it out. It's at tinybuddha.com. Lori has a book out, and it's called Tiny Buddha, Simple Wisdom for Today's Hard Questions, I believe is the full title. And it's really good, and I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I love what Lori's doing over there. She's been so gracious to post some of my articles over the years and giving me some support. But I'm reading her book, and I really love it. There's some really great stuff in there. There's some great stuff, and particularly last night I'm reading this part on relationships, and Lori has this friend, and she's talking about relationships and how, okay, so say I'm a glass of water, and my partner is a glass of water. Now, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is the whole concept and the idea. And her friend was kind of viewed relationships like this, and she's writing about this in her book. But it says that when we come into a relationship, if we have certain deficiencies like low self-esteem or codependency issues or abandonment issues or whatever our baggage is, we're looking for happiness outside of ourselves through the relationship, so our glass is not completely full. So we're looking to fill our glass somewhere else. Okay, so now if we get in a relationship with someone else, okay, so they have deficiencies and their glass is not completely full either. So in order to make up for those deficiencies in each other, I take some from her, or she takes from me, and we're constantly filling each other's glasses up to try to keep each other fulfilled, and it's this constant struggle. And so there's always going to be deficiencies, and we're happy for a while. I'm happy that I'm putting into her, and or she's looking for me to make her happy, or vice versa. And I can so relate to that because my relationships were like that for such a long time until I really took the time. For me, it was about a year of just self-discovery and learning about emotional connectedness and how to love myself and all those buzzwords and things. But I really took the time to do that. And so when I came to a relationship that I'm in now with my lovely wife, Emily, I was full, and I knew that I didn't need this relationship to fulfill me. Now, it certainly makes my life amazingly better, but I don't depend on her for happiness. I don't need her glass to fill me up, and vice versa. Now, obviously there's some times when, like when I went through the death of my father, and there's some periods there when I need some extra, support, and that's definitely what we're there for. But I thought the analogy of the glass, of water, and filling each other up was really cool. So anyway, you should check that out. It's at tinybuddha.com. Lori, she's got a book over there. You can get her book through Amazon off of her site over there. So anyway, talk to you later. Bye.